Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. We are still discussing Peter Obi's speech to Nigerians on May 29, 2023, the day of the transition or handover to a new administration from the administration that was in charge of the country in the last 4 years and in the last 8 years. Now, and we got to the point where we are still looking at what he said, what Peter Obi talked about the judiciary, where he said that the judiciary should be accorded the respect it deserves and that people should treat it with dignity. People should not talk down on judiciary or disparage them, and that they should be treated with dignity, and that the judiciary is still part of the electoral process. The elections are not yet over until the judiciary makes their final pronouncement on it. That was where we stopped the last time on this particular issue of Peter Obi's speech to Nigerians, which he released through series of tweets to Nigerians on May 29. You know, there were so many Nigerians who were downcast, who were unhappy, who were upset that Peter Obi was not the one that was sworn in on May 29, and that another person who they alleged stole the election had been sworn in, because that is what the law says. Whoever is declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission will be sworn in, even while the matter is in court to be settled later. Okay? Unlike other parts of the world where the election matters, the judicial process and everything will come to an end before the swearing in of a president or governor. In Nigeria's case, the beneficiaries of any fraudulent election are sworn in until the court proved that that election was indeed fraudulent at last. Then the person will be removed from office. And it has happened in a couple of occasions in Nigeria. And they started with Peter Obi himself. He was the first person to remove a sitting governor in Anambra State in 2012. And now he's trying to make history to be the first person, the first presidential candidate to remove a sitting president from power based on the evidence. If the court agrees with him, if the Supreme Court agrees that he has enough evidence to remove an incumbent president. And there are a lot of people who are thinking that it's an impossibility and that everybody, all the judges are in the pockets of Asiwaju Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu, that nobody has the courage, no judiciary in Nigeria had the courage of their own conviction to do otherwise, to do anything that will be against Asiwaju Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu. But for what Peter Obi is saying, he said, no, treat the judiciary with respect, with dignity. They are part of the democratic process. Allow them to do their work. Do not disparage them. Treat them with respect and dignity. That's what he's telling Nigerians, especially those who are already losing hope in the judiciary. He's telling them, treat them with respect. Treat them with dignity. They are part of the judicial process. Allow them to do their work. Don't disparage them. Treat them with dignity, with respect. And then, in continuation of that line of thought, Peter Obi said, we expect that the Nigerian judiciary will use the election cases now before it to reaffirm its independence and integrity. What he's saying here is, the election petitions is an opportunity for the judiciary to show that it is independent, that nobody can control it. It is for them to show that the executive cannot control them, the legislature cannot control them, that they are independent. The essence of the judiciary is to adjudicate where there are conflicts between individuals and institutions and the state. He said the election petition tribunal is an opportunity for them to reaffirm their independence, to show that they are independent, to show that they are not under the whims and caprices of the executive, they are not under the whims and caprices of Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu or any other person for that matter, that they are independent. So, in a second break, he was saying that the Election Petition Tribunal is an opportunity for the judiciary to redeem itself, to show that it is independent, to show that nobody can dictate to it, and to show that it cannot be bought by anybody, that it operates based on the law and evidence. And continuing, Peter Obi said that the judiciary has to do so for our sakes and for its sake, and for itself. Because if the judiciary can assert its independence, it is for the good of the country and for the good of judiciary itself, for its own good, so that people will have confidence that indeed the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. Now, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, in continuation of his speech to Nigerians, Peter Obi continued. He said, Nigerians must therefore remain peaceful and law-abiding. Now, Peter Obi now is also advising Nigerians to remain peaceful and law-abiding. I think this message is for the youth, especially, and for the obedience in particular. Say that they must therefore remain peaceful and law-abiding. He said, no matter the depth of anyone's reservations about what is going on in the polity today, no matter the real and the imagined provocation, he said, no matter the real and the imagined provocation, that Nigerians should not take the laws into their hands. No matter the disagreements out there, he said that we should all remember that these things will not last forever. He said the situation we find ourselves will not last forever. So that should be at the back of back of our minds, that this situation we find ourselves, it will not last forever. So everybody should remain peaceful, calm, no matter the provocations and no matter the disagreement. These too shall pass. That's what he's saying. Then he went on to reaffirm his commitment to the new Nigeria that he had been preaching. He said, I remain committed and untiring in my determination to work with like-minded fellow Nigerians to end the cause of missed opportunities and squandered hope that had become our lot. I will never shrink from that original commitment, because I firmly believe that we must change from the present politics of criminality and corruption in order to make a new Nigeria possible. So here Peter Obi is reaffirming his commitment to a new Nigeria, and he said he will not shrink, he will not depart from that path, and a path that will lead to a new Nigeria. He talked about the fact that we have to do away with Nigeria that is governed by criminality and corruption. And you can see that even during the election, Peter Obi was the only person talking about fighting corruption. And I laugh in Greek when people talk about corruption and they expect that Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu will fight corruption. Even Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that he will fight corruption. But you know, if Buhari cannot fight corruption, is it Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu that will fight corruption? When people talk about fighting corruption, doing away with corrupt processes in Nigeria, it is more believable than Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying that he will fight corruption in his inaugural speech. It doesn't matter. Nobody takes that serious. I don't think many Nigerians believe that process. They believe him when he talk about fighting corruption. Yeah, nobody believes. No reasonable Nigerian will believe as what Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he will fight corruption for obvious reason that I don't have to repeat here. Now, Peter Obi talk about a Nigeria where they will reduce criminality and corruption and create a new Nigeria. He said that it is possible. He said that a new Nigeria is possible. And continuing, he said, I call on fellow Nigerians, especially the youth, to remain steadfast, calm, patient, and peaceful. He said, now he's coming to a place that is of interest again. He said, our journey may be long and difficult, but it is worth it in every way. Victory is assured. So what he says that the victory is certain. Victory is certain. This battle is a long drawn battle. So do not think it is over because as Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in. This is not a 100-meter dash. This is a marathon. Okay? It's a marathon. It is not over. But he said, in the end, victory is assured. Continuing, he said, we have to work together to move our beautiful country from corruption and criminality to a center of productivity rather than aimless corrupt consumption. Okay, so he's here talking about a new Nigeria in which the country will do away with corruption and criminality and move to productivity instead of mindless or aimless consumption. Okay, that had always been his mantra, moving the country from consumption to production. He reaffirms it in this speech. And then he now brought the issue about the evil plans they have against him. So listen to what he had to say about that. He said, I'm aware of some evil designs being hatched against me and my supporters in the coming days, in the coming months. He said, efforts will be made to taint my image. Campaign of calumny are being perfected to defame my character and diminish my hard-earned integrity. Of course, we should take this serious too. He was talking about that there are already plans afoot to taint his character, to blackmail him literally. And we all know what Peter Obi had been passing through. His identity had been cloned. He had been disparaged severally by the government in power. He had his phone hacked, allegedly, so that people were recording his conversations. So they are trying to pin something on Peter Obi. So Peter Obi is alerting Nigerians here that already he's aware there's a plan afoot. Because he is, as far as Nigeria politics is concerned today, he is the only man of integrity left in Nigerian politics right now. Nobody come closer to him in terms of integrity. And the only thing they are looking for is how to bring him to be at their level so that he will also be associated with corruption and indecency that had become what they are known for. So they want to bring him into their own bracket. They want to bring him down, to wrestle with him in their dirty swine, so that when they talk about that everybody is corrupt in Nigeria, then there will be no exemption. Because what is selling Peter Obi is because he's different. He is corruption-free. He's not tainted by corruption like the rest of them. So they are doing everything possible to ensure that they reduce him to their level in the eyes of the public who have been seeing him as a hope for a new Nigeria, a Nigeria in which incorruptible leadership could be installed. Continue, he said, these schemes will aim at degrading our support base and confusing the public. But no evil campaign will alter the substance of my character nor diminish my patriotic commitment to a better Nigeria. He said, whatever they are planning, it will not stop him from pursuing a better Nigeria. Whatever they are trying to do, whatever they are trying to do to damage his personality, his character, it will not stop him. He cannot go and hide because these people are planning to destroy him character-wise and in whichever way they could to ensure that he does not enjoy the kind of the public organic love that he enjoys, which no other politician right now, except perhaps somebody like Kwankwaso, enjoys. No other politician enjoys the kind of organic love that people have for Peter Obi. None. Except perhaps to some extent Kwankwaso. But Kwankwaso is limited in his just in Kano. But we're talking about Peter Obi that is enjoying a nationwide organic love simply because he has been identified and seen as a man of integrity who is different from all the others, who specialize in stealing our common patrimony and putting it into their pocket for their personal use and that of their family members only. Okay? He said that what he's fighting for, it is about ending the years of locusts. It's about ending the year of locusts. Because he said that what he's fighting for is about the future of the country, the future of the youths. It is about ending the years of locusts. And he also thanked Nigerians. He said, in all of this, I thank Nigerians and our great party, the Labour Party, and the media. He described the media rightly as the fourth estate of the realm, saying that they have remained a trusted ally. He said this estate must continue to guide our people on the immense promise of a future in a new Nigeria. Okay, he's talking about that the media is the fourth estate of the realm. It should continue to educate Nigerians and continue to encourage them to remain on the right path. So that is basically a bird's eye view of Peter Obi's speech to Nigerians, which he released through his series of tweets that he made on May 29th, on the day of the transition of our democracy from one set of leaders to a new set of leaders. And in summary, to Nigerians to be peaceful, to remain calm, and that the elections are not over until it is over, and that the matters are still in court, that the court will determine the final outcome, and that Nigerians should respect the judiciary and treat it with respect that it deserves, and that Nigerians should have hope in the judiciary, and people should not disparage the judiciary. Basically, he talks about how the country can move forward. What are the problems of the country? How did we get to where we are? That Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he didn't mention him by name, but how did we get to where we are? That's what we are seeing today. So he says a time of reflection so that we look at how we got here. How do we manage to get here? And how do we extricate ourselves from it? But in all, he said that victory is certain. He said that victory is certain. So it is It's important that people take note of that. He said that victory is certain and that he trusts the judiciary and he wants other Nigerians to trust the judiciary, that judiciary will do the right thing, that they will deliver justice in the interest of themselves, the judiciary, and the nation. He said that the elections, the petitions in the tribunal is an opportunity for the judiciary to assert its independence, to redeem itself, and to also save the institution of the judiciary. So it's important we know that it is not over until it is over. That is the summary of what Peter Obi told Nigerians on May 29, 2023, the day of transition from one administration to another all over the country. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.